It's gonna look like a PBS program, and I like it. I kind of like it. So here we go. This is our PBS programming camera, so you can see what we're gonna make today. PBS programming, Kittiegirl TV, brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Thank you. So these are our little, yes, Bob Ross. No, I'm not even joking. I would like to do a segment with all of you where we do some painting. That's just kind of what I'd like to do. So we're going to go ahead and turn these little guys into earrings. So what we have today, this is so fun for me. Get out of here. This is so fun. Stop. Guys, I don't think you understand. Like, I love crafts, I love art, and I love to teach people. And so to be able to do this for all of you, I could cry. This makes me really, really happy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you have to get some materials to make the earrings. And so the first one you need, these are called eye pins. I will drop pictures of them in the Discord because I know that the camera view is not clear. I know that it's more pixelated. But what they are, they're called eye pins. They are long prongs. Yes, everybody, welcome to summer camp. Oh my gosh, stop. Is this our summer camp segment? It's awesome, really. So they're long pins, and then if you see at the top of them, they have a little loop, but nothing at the bottom, okay? And they're very flexible metal, so you have to be very careful, okay? And I get a little container with multiples. Now you'll see the ones that I purchased, these ones, they say that they are gold plated. You don't have to do that. If you go to a craft store, these are from Michael's, you can get them in any color or material. I prefer the gold plated just because I get very sensitive to different metals. It makes my ears hurt. So I decided to go for the gold plated. Price wise, these ones were, to be honest, the gold plated were actually I want to say $7.99 each. They were not expensive. I was shocked. And of course the other options are a lot cheaper. So you could just go for standard silver, mixed metals. So that's what we need. We need 2 of these. Okay. Now the other piece that we need, this I like to add on because it adds piecing together the earring piece to the rod. It just makes it go more smoothly. So what these are called jump rings, like jump up and down, but they're called jump rings. I never knew what they were called. Same material. This is Bead Landing is the brand, the 18 karat gold plated. They're very little. You can use these for literally anything. If you've ever had a necklace break or a bracelet break, these are so good to have on hand because then you just add another loop, if you know what I mean. You just add one of the little holes, the little rings. And again, these are really flexible. So you have to be gentle. You see, super tiny. Oh, they're super tiny. So you have to be careful that you don't lose them. You can tell I'm a gold girl. I like my gold. I prefer gold over silver. That's the other reason why I got these, because I just like the look of gold more than silver. Okay, so we want 2 of those. We only need 2. Let me put these back in the little bag because I don't want to lose them. Okay. And then the last like actual piece for the earrings is the earring. These are called fish hook ear wires. They're fish hook ear wires. I think these are just the easiest to work with when you're making earrings, because it really requires, in my opinion, less material. Just a classic fish hook wire. I used to make earrings all the time. I actually made earrings out of guitar picks. I used to make earrings out of bottle caps, and I would use these. It's so fun. You literally can make earrings out of anything. I've seen on online, girls will make earrings out of the limbs of dolls, like Barbie dolls. I think it's funny. You'll see like a leg and then an arm. It's just very like alternative, and I love it. Same thing with these. I mean, they're all around the same price, like $7.99-ish. You can get them at any craft store, but Michael's is where I went. And so you're going to be guaranteed to find these at Michael's if you have it. And again, I'll take pictures and put them up on the Discord so you guys can see up close what we're working with, okay? Okay, so and then we're going to get our little guy set up. A few other like tools you need. I do recommend having jewelry pliers because they're very fine pointed tip and it's easy to work with, you know, so I can get a good grip. And I did grab tweezers just in case, because sometimes with these small pieces, they're so little and it's hard to work with, you know. Okay. So what I do is I just want to find like a center location on the top of the doll's head or figure. You can do this with anything. So Ghostface is really the one who asked about this, and Ghostface said that she has a couple of little figurines that she wants to turn into earrings. So you can do this with any of them. It is best to work with, make sure it's like hollow. So you squish it, and yes, so she's hollow. So it'll go through better. If it's not hollow, you might have to, I would recommend using a drill. So I have a nail drill here. You see, it's very thin, very fine tip. If you have a figurine that is not hollow, you might need to use like a nail drill or like an art drill and go for the finest tip you can. And that way you can puncture the hole and these will fit. Obviously, it's a little bit bigger, but it's fine. I did bring my nail drill here just in case if I can't get these through, but I think it should be fine. All right, and we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to find a center spot on her head. Somewhere like there. So I like to press in to kind of create a mark for a space. Okay, you may not be able to see it, but I pressed it and I just created a small little mark. Another thing is when you're holding them with like jewelry pliers, you want to hold it towards the bottom of the pin, because if you hold it up too far, as you're pressing down, the weight and the pressure is going to cause the pin to bend. So I like to hold it as close to the bottom as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and just press. As I press, I do a little bit of a turning motion. You see, look, as you're pressing, it starts to bend. So you have to be very careful. But I just bend it back because it's a flexible material. And I like to twist her side to side, like kind of around until, look it, it's in. So now I just feed it through. Now, their bodies are also hollow, but I don't know, I can't guarantee that the pin's going to go all the way through the body. So as I'm pushing it down, it might require some force. And so what is happening is it's probably bending the wire. The wire is probably bending into itself in her head, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. The material is very flexible. So look, she has a little ring now coming out of the top of her head, right in the center. Super simple. So then what I'll do is I'll pick up one of our little rings. I don't know if it's like a key ring. What do we call these? Jump rings. We're going to grab a jump ring. We're going to find where the jump ring has a like a separation point. I like to take the tweezers to separate it. Okay, so now I have a little split in the jump ring. So right here, there's enough space so I can feed it. So now I'm going to go ahead, connect it. So now we're connected to the little prong. Now I'm not closing it just yet. I want to feed the fish hook earring loop into it. That's it. I've attached it. We're connected. So now what I have to do is hold it together carefully, use my pliers and squeeze those little prongs together so that the hole is closed, the loop is closed. That's it. Now we got earrings. So freaking cute. Now, this is something I like to do to ensure that the none of it will come apart, that this won't slip out of the head. So what I do is I also like to give it a little twist. That way I know that the way when it's hanging, it's lined up facing outward. So I just twist the hooks until it lines up smoothly. Then what I will do is I like to use epoxy. Epoxy is like a solidifying material. Oh, hi, the king. Welcome in. Oh, hi, Queen TV. Wait, we got King TV and Queen TV. This is so funny. Hi, guys. Welcome in. We're just doing some little, what is this, summer camp crafts. And then we're going to jump into Disney Dreamlight Valley right after this. I just wanted to show you guys how I make some of these little earrings that I like to wear. Yeah, so thanks for coming in. This is so fun. The Queen TV. Love it. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. And the King TV. Was this a weird coincidence? If so, that is hilarious. Oh, it is so good to see you. I'm so glad that we connected. How funny. Oh my gosh. Thanks for coming in. We go back. We go back. Oh, so I don't use like my first name or anything, just for safety. And the same with like my family and friends and anyone that comes in here. You probably know that. And I'm sure you do the same thing, honestly. But other than that, it's cool. It's so good you guys are here. I'm Kittiegirl for the King TV. If you didn't know, I'm Kittiegirl, and I like to do cozy games, and sometimes I like to throw in a little bit of art into the mix, like today. And right now I've been working with Disney Dreamlight Valley, Stardew Valley, and I've been doing a little bit of The Sims 4, not in stream as much, but I'd like to stream that for you guys. Anyway, thanks for being here. Right, makeup, nails, all the things. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Mochi. Hi, Mochi. Welcome in. Welcome. This is so fun. So I don't play any horror games right now. I would always be interested in trying one out. I mean, it does make me a little nervous, but I might try one out. This is so crazy. Very cool. Okay, so we just assembled our earrings, and of course you guys will have this video we can always rewatch later, and I'll do a little clip of this particular portion. So we turned one of our LOL surprise dolls into earrings. And I'm just showing now that I like to use an epoxy. This stuff I got from the hardware store. Of course, you can always use like jewelry glue. You can even use like resin, or you might even be able to use like gel top coat if you have a UV lamp. That would probably work just fine too. I like to use the epoxy because it's a permanent hardening material that just doesn't separate. And I'll line the edges of the rings just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And if anything gets tugged, it won't slip out. Let me just read it. Understood. All right. Oh, hey, I mean, this is new. This is new. I honestly, the Queen TV, I've only been doing this for a few weeks right now. So, I'm always open to hanging out and collabing, and I think that'd be so fun. I cannot believe this is so cool that you're on here. Crazy. So crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one now for the little brother. This might be a little trickier because he's got these waves in his hair. Oh, thank you, the King TV. You're so kind. I love that. You're so kind. Thank you. And I like to do cozy games for sure, but this is definitely a passion of mine, is obviously crafts and things like that. And so I thought I need to share that part of me, because it's an important part of my life, is these types of creative outlets, as well as the gaming part. So a little bit of everything. I'm kind of a multi-versatile, multifaceted person. So I'm just pressing this prong at the top of the head and just doing some twists to try to anchor it in there so that we can puncture through the plastic material. Well, this one, yeah, see, he's a little trickier because he's got those the hair texture. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so we punctured through. We're just going to feed the wire into the head. It takes a little bit of muscle because I think that the wire is bending inside of the head, which is fine. Oh! Oh no, his head fell off. Okay, so good thing with these particular toys is their heads pop right back on. Okay, we're all good. I think the wire was pressing up against his little body. There we go. That was very funny. That is something I actually do really like about the LOL dolls, is if you pop, let's say, obviously they're for kids. So if the kids are playing with them, the head might pop off, but then they have it's a ball design. So you just pop it right back on, which is cool. So it's not broken. Yes, good question, the Queen TV. Oh my gosh, I love the Queen TV, and I have very similar understandings when it comes to art and things of the nature. So that was a great question. They are hollow. They are hollow. I was saying before, let's say you have a figurine that you want to do this with, and your figurine is not hollow. Then I would recommend using like a nail drill or a craft drill with a very fine tip drill bit. And that way you can, drill as far down as you need so that you can feed that prong into the character. Just a good tip. I brought my drill with me today, also in case it wasn't going to go through here. Aw, Melty Cran. Melty Cran's so sweet. So Melty Cran, that's my guy, actually. That's my husband, and he's my moderator. He's really wonderful. He's always here with us, always kind of in the background, just checking. And he's so sweet. Right, keychains. Oh my gosh. Absolutely, keychains. You can do anything with them, and you can use other, types of toys and figurines. I've seen the mini Funko Pops, like the mini ones. That is so cute. if you had one that you would want to turn into a, you know, earrings or whatever. So he does not stream. Well, I mean, technically he streams a little bit on YouTube, but he's not as, I don't know. He's just kind of like casual, streams games here and there. He plays like, what's it called? Dark Souls and Elden Ring, things like that. So a little bit more like scary games. So now I'm feeding that ring. This is called a jump ring. I opened it apart, separated it so that there's a slit. And now I'm feeding it into the actual hook that's on the top of the doll's head. We're not going to close it yet because we have to attach our fish hook earring. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Annie. Annie 111766. Thanks. She knows that I love the crafts. I love that crafty life. We're just going to place it right on the loop. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to close it. So I like to get a good grip with a pair of tweezers. Shout out Tweezerman. We love Tweezerman. Oh, the Queen TV. I'm in my gel era too. And honestly, I think it's because of you. Truly. I think it's because of you. I'm in my gel era. That's so funny. I actually had gel tips that I did the other day. So that's what these are. These were longer. They had a real, you know, just like a nice angle to them, kind of tapered at the top. But then I went roller skating and I thought, let's cut them off. That would be very dangerous. That's so funny. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and clip that little hole together, clamp it together so that nothing falls off. And that is the earring. Thank you. So I like to twist this little prong at the top just to make sure that when it's hanging off the ear, it's going to be facing the right direction. Because you know, I'm sure you guys have had earrings or necklaces or something that when they hang a certain way, they always, you know, kind of flip around or turn away from the front facing direction. And I find that so frustrating. So I'm just twisting the little loop at the top, twisting it kind of facing forwards. So you see the loop, the hole on the side. So I'm just twisting it so that it hangs front facing when it's hanging from my ear. So that's perfect. Nice and straightened. And now what we're going to do is we're going to mix up a little bit of epoxy. Again, this stuff I got at the hardware store. You have to be very careful because this is a permanent drying solution gel material. But I got this at Harbor Freight. But again, you can use any other, you know, hardening, like a jewelry glue, or, you know, even resin. You could use gel. The baby is so cute. I know. Oh my gosh. I'll show you guys in a minute the other ones that I made. They're so cute. So anything like that, that's just like a permanent hardening material you can use. So it has A and B. Just really do that. And you do equal parts of each. So you have to be very careful. And they have a bit of an odor. So I do, you know, like, what is that amount? Like probably a pea-size amount. And it's clear, so you guys may not be able to see it. And then we do equal parts of the B solution. Oh, this is our craft corner. Thanks, Kay Rayleigh. You're so sweet. Okay, so I have the B solution. That's the one that has a bit of an odor to it. It's clear, so you can barely see it. There we go. You see those lines right through here? 2 lines about the same size. Then what I do is I just take a Q-tip and I cut the Q-tip at an angle so I get all the cotton off of it. And then the directions are to mix the solutions for about a minute. I mean, I don't always do like a whole minute, but you just have to make sure that it is thoroughly mixed. Yeah. The Queen TV. We always talked about our nail journey. It's so fun. And everybody, the Queen TV, shout out. Go give the Queen TV a follow, please, if you haven't already. Queen TV is incredible and talented and amazing and just someone that I love. So please, everybody, give the Queen TV and the King TV follows. Really lovely, lovely people. All right, that should be fine. Make sure I didn't get any on me. Okay, so I'm honestly, I probably mixed up a little too much, but I would rather too much than not enough because I want to make sure my ratios are accurate. So I take the Q-tip and I did cut it at a slight angle, you'll see. So that way I can be very particular. Yeah, I'm all about doing a manicure stream. You kidding me? Of course. So I'm just taking a little bit of the liquid, the gel, and just placing it around the top of her head. The great thing is this gel substance, it does dry clear. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you're a little messy. The whole purpose is to just make sure you saturate that top hook so that it doesn't slide out of her head. And I even like to add a tiny dot where that ring was connected, because I don't know if you guys experience this, but sometimes if, you know, a lot of pressure and these rings, that little slit separates and then all of a sudden your jewelry just falls apart. So I just did that for security. Secure. And now we're going to do our brother. Our little brother. This is so cute. I love it. Goofy. It's just fun stuff. I love like whimsical crafts, fun things. Gonna do the same thing, give a little coat around. And then because this is epoxy and it is hardening, when they're drying, I like to have them drying upwards. So have them hanging the way that they would be hanging from my ears. So that way, if you know you're laying them down, sometimes that might cause the metal pieces to stick to itself. We don't want that. But that's it. Those are our little earrings. So now I'm going to go ahead and hang them right over here, up by my head, over here. Here's where I have my other ones hanging. I'll show you guys. We're going to put these in the place. Okay. I just have command hooks. That's how I hang my lights. And so that's where I'm going to put our earrings to dry. With epoxy, you really should wait a good 24 hours for it to dry. It's so fun. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up so that it doesn't get on anything. We don't want it to touch anything. So these are the ones that I made like on the weekend. So these are the same. It's the LOL Pop Surprise Minis, like super minis. And these ones are Reese's themed. So here, I'm gonna switch over our cameras and I'll show you guys. Kitty needs fake glasses for her crafts. Oh, girl, I can definitely make that happen. Trust and believe. So funny. I know. Okay. You're so funny. You guys. How cute. So cute. Oh, I love it. I love Disney Dreamlight. Love. Reese's. Reese's on the butt. We love Reese's.